It may not look it, but this is a 1200 watt power station. Probably the best large capacity power station companion for going out anywhere. Easy to carry, super small and lightweight. Let's check it out. The Foxtheon iGo1200 power station. All right, folks, welcome back. So one of the things that really impressed me about this was the form factor on it, the size. It's so small, yet it's so powerful. This thing is pretty darn amazing. It can do 1200 watts continuous power with a 2500 watt surge, and you can see the size of this thing. It is not huge. It is pretty basic on the front. It's just a power brick. That's all it does. You can charge it either by your 5.5 barrel connector, and it doesn't come with a cigarette lighter adapter plug, but you can buy one with the same plug, and they're very common. They're all over Amazon, and plug it. It does have your Anderson ports for your solar power. It's not solar panels. And it's a really neat little system. Now, when I charged this up, it filled from 0 to full in about 6 hours. Can deliver 1200 watts. It features a 1224 watt hour lithium ion battery pack. It is lithium LFP, so it's lithium iron phosphate. It does have a pure sine wave inverter, of course. Doesn't have the real grounding outlets. It has the fake little holes, but that's fine. Does have a regulated cigarette lighter plug adapter. I did check that with my meter, and we're going to check the output of the inverter too as well in a sec here. So you got multiple ports. You got 2 AC outlets, USB-A, USB-C, DC, RV, and Anderson power ports, which allow you to charge pretty much a wide variety of devices like laptops, smartphones, tablets, whatever you're going to use. You can run a camp. We are going to probably use this unit to, well, I don't know if it will live inside there because it gets pretty hot in the summer, but power the little tent that I have outside. We're going to see how that works, powering it up with that. So I'm pretty impressed with it so far. It does have easy control buttons. One of the things I hate is when you turn the unit on and you have to push this button and that button and this button and that button. I like the fact that this has AC and DC and that's it. You turn on your AC main, okay, and that will turn on your plugs. You got to push and hold it. And there you go. You've got your power, okay? You'll hear the fans kick on when it kicks up to begin with. 99 hours. It is at 95%. I've used it since I charged it up a little bit. Okay, when you want your DC, you just simply push and hold, and all of your DC options, all this stuff here, will work. Very, very nice and handy. I like that. Another nice thing I found about this was that it has the side-facing plugs. To some people, that may seem weird. You know, why do I got to plug my stuff in this way? If you got a wall wart, you know, this is really handy. Instead of struggling to plug it in here and lift it up and, you know, have it pushing down on the thing, you've got it this way, so it faces out that way. Either way, they're not near each other, so they're not going to bump into each other. Very, very handy, cool the way that works, okay? You can charge this either AC wall outlet or the solar panel. It does come with the AC wall outlet. Now, because this is a smaller power station, you're going to have a power brick with it, okay? This is your plug here. And like I said, it doesn't have the cigarette lighter adapter, but you can buy the plug online very inexpensively. It's the 5.5-inch barrel connector into your cigarette lighter adapter. Plug it in there, and you're good to go. Another neat feature about this is the LED display tells me everything I need to know. One of the things I hate with the less expensive models, and this isn't even for sale yet, this is just a preview, but the less expensive models of power stations is they don't give you much information. There's not much info up on that screen. This will tell you that you're getting in this many watts, draining that many watts. It does do pass-through charging, so that is very neat. And I feel something like this for something, you know, a smaller unit would be very handy for emergency backup power, even off-grid to some extent, where large, heavy appliances and big loads need to be used, okay? Despite its high-capacity battery, this is still very lightweight and portable, okay? It is a little shocking when you pick it up because you pick this up and you think, oh, that's like a 300-watt unit, right? I'll just pick that right up. But it's got some girth to it. It's a little bit on the heavy side, but it's still very portable and small, which I love. Okay? And again, you can see you have your fans that will pass through there. They're not very loud. Back has nothing on it. You got your light up here in the front, and we'll turn that on and show you what it does. High, low, SOS. And that's it. So turn that off. What I like about this too is they didn't put too much light in this. I don't need a power station that's going to have, 1,000 lumens back here. something like that is fine for me. It's just enough light to see what I'm doing, get me, you know, organized and ready to go. So I do like that as well. So what we're going to do here is pull out my handy meter, and we're going to test out the plugs and see if it's pure sine wave. All right, so I've got it plugged in there, as you can see. Nice, pure, even sine wave. If this wasn't a pure sine wave inverter, you would notice those peaks to be a lot sharper, and they would kind of flat top off. So in other words, instead of looking like that, it would be like up, cross, down, like that. This is a nice, even flow. So we know that works too. So I purposely went out and bought something to test the higher drain devices like this, and what we're going to do is plug that in and see how it works. Now, if there's anything that's going to test the output of a little power station, it's definitely going to be one of these little burners. They run anywhere from 900 to 1200 watts, and I have not used this yet, so I'm going to try it out here and see what happens. I'm going to plug it in. Okay, now it is not turned on yet, but there is power. I'm going to turn it on, and we're up right there, 991, 998, and you hear the fan going. It's not really obnoxiously loud. I have it all the way on high now, and we're at 995, 997. You're going to get about 50 minutes of that, and it is definitely heating up. So what I want to try next is to make a cup of coffee. Now, I'm not sure, my little pod coffee maker, I'm not sure if it goes over that wattage, but we're going to try it out and see if it does. Let's check it out. All right, so here we go. I got this set up. Got my water in there. Got my mug. If you guys are interested, we have those in our store down there, our merch store, if you could call it that. Okay, we're plugging it in, and I'm going to turn it on the side. Now, I'm not sure how high this one goes. Honestly, I forget. I've used it in other videos, but I forget. So I'm showing 671, 670, 668. So, okay, we're good. And we got 1 hour going on this if we use it for 1 hour straight. So we're going to let this sit here and brew because it takes a little while, and you guys probably get bored watching coffee brew. And I'll bring you back once it starts pouring the coffee out, and or right before it, so we can tell about when it's ready to drop down to zero and just pour the coffee out. Just for fun, I wanted to see how well this would work with a little LED light. This LED light is made to go the other way, so every time I let it go, it drops. But it does have a little bendable thing. I could probably prop it up there somehow. It's kind of neat to have the ability to use both at the same time without really affecting anything majorly. But let's get that out of there, and we'll continue to wait. It should be blinking. Yeah, it's blinking over there blue. So there it goes. It just shut off. Okay, nope, bumped back up again. There we are. All right, so it's probably ready to go any minute now. I don't want to bore you to tears with it. We are going to try and charge this back up. It is at 92%. Obviously, that's a big drain on the battery, you know, the little stove and the other thing too. And it's dropped again, and I hear it boiling now. So it should be pushing it through there any minute. So your max charge power on this, okay? The max solar power you can put into this is going to be 210 watts into the barrel connector and 240 into the Anderson. I'm going to be doing it with a 100-watt panel. Again, I don't sit out there and precisely measure exactly. I just use my little EcoFlow device to put it in perfect sun. Your Anderson connectors are 10 volts and 30 volts, 12 amps, 240 max on it. So that's what we're going to be plugging into. I do like to charge via the Anderson connector. Okay, here we go. So you see it makes coffee, and it will fluctuate up and down like that. That's normal for this coffee maker. It goes to zero, then it starts up again, goes to zero, starts up again. So you see it can handle some really heavy-duty high-drain devices. I'm definitely impressed with that. We're going to try one more thing after this and see if it can handle it. That's the heat gun. So if for some reason my coffee isn't hot enough, we can use the heat gun. Actually, looks pretty good. I did unplug it. It doesn't draw anything. Now we're going to try the heat gun. I'm going to put it on low to start with. Okay. That's about 500 watts, 497, 499. Let's take it up to the maximum. That will give you 2 hours, by the way, on that. Let's take it up to high and see how this thing handles it. All right. And there you go. Easily. You got 48 minutes running this. Almost at 1,000. When I did it before to test it, it was at 1,002. But being that it's got all the way up to 2,500 for a max bump, you're fine. So definitely very, very cool for such a tiny little size. All right, turn this off. Let's get this out on a solar panel and see how efficiently it charges up. And we're not going to charge it the whole way, but I want to get it up a few percentages and see how it does. So this is what we got set up out here. This is a, I think it's a 120 watt panel. And right behind it, I have a short little cable because I didn't go and get the big one. But here we go. Okay. And we're just going to plug this in. Nice thing about the green LEDs is you can actually read them. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. Okay. It'll start going in a sec. There we go. There you are. It's getting pretty decent efficiency out of the panel. And this is charging up. Says it'll be charged in 1 hour. So let's give it a little bit of time and see if we can get it past 90% there. See you in a few minutes. I don't know if you can see it there because sunlight's kind of on it. I'm getting 130. Well, I was getting 130 watts. It's been dropping up and down from 130 there. 9 minutes left. 99%. That was 34 minutes, folks. This is a very, very quick charging unit. Gotta say, I'm impressed with that. It was 34 minutes, and I'm at 99% from 90%. Now, I do remember this is a 120 watt panel, so pretty decent. It's got to be more than that because that's showing 133. Maybe it's a 200 watt panel. I don't know. Now, I know this is a 200 watt panel. It's not an optimal sun, but I'm getting 133 watts in. 8 minutes to go, 99%. That is really, really impressive. That was really, really quick. Okay, let's take it inside. I'm going to finish it up and tell you where you can pick one up and at least give you the site where you can see what they are because I don't believe they're available for sale yet, but they will be, and we'll have a code when they are. So let me put it up there and we'll take a look at it. All right, so I'm actually really impressed. 35 minutes from 90 to 99%. I would have left it out there till 100, but quite frankly, it's field day. For those of you guys that are ham radio operators, you know we're all racing to get out to our clubs and stuff to operate for 24 hours. So got to finish up and get moving. I'll give you a little bit of information. I will have a link down below where you can pick this up. I wanted to show you something else they included with this. Now, this is not going with this. I mean, it might help a little, but it wouldn't. This is more for your devices and stuff. Really quick, this is their little 14 watt solar panel. And like you can understand, that would definitely not charge that quickly. Probably take about a month to fill it. But it's a neat little system. And I just wanted to say thanks for them including that in there as a little gift to me. I thought that was kind of really cool of them. It's a nice little tiny convenient solar charging system. Sitting down on the dash of your car, you know, plug in your cell phone, get it all charged up whenever you need it. Nice little package. Just wanted to show you that. It's a 5x7 by 5.7 inch. It's 95% ultraviolet permeability, means that it's got more sunlight. When it hits the solar panels, it will increase efficiency. And it is IPX5 rate waterproof. I believe they run about $39.99, and I'll leave a link for that one too in case you're interested. This one isn't on the market yet. It will be soon. So I'm going to leave you a link to their website, okay? And we'll see if we can get a code or something for you down below. So definitely keep checking back down below if you're interested in this unit. I really like the fact that it's so small, yet so powerful. I still remember my first 1500 watt unit was like, you know, this big monstrous brick. So that impresses me. Now, like all of these, you have a battery management system inside here that is overcharge, overload protection, under voltage protection, short circuit protection, and overheating protection. And the fans did work very efficiently. Even outside, I had it behind the solar panel, and the fans were running, but at a very, very low rate, just enough to keep it, you know, keep it cooled off. You will hear it when you turn the unit on, but it's not overbearing or loud. I mean, if you put this down on the floor, say an RV, and you plug stuff into it, wouldn't even notice it. You do have a DC max power charge of 210 watts with the Anderson again. You got 240, okay? And that panel was a 200 watt panel. Sorry for the confusion there. For some reason, I thought I brought out a 150. And it wasn't in perfect sunlight, so it was getting 130. I was happy with it. I wasn't complaining. It was just kind of, the sun is kind of up here, you know, and my panel's facing this way. It should have been facing a little more flat, but it's fine. It did very, very well. Very quick, too. So it is a very, very simple system to use. You know, you got that 1200 watts in this little small package with a 2500 watt surge. So that will really come in handy when you're starting things up like refrigerators and stuff like that. definitely going to come in handy for stuff like that. So definitely a good idea. I did like the fact that all the AC stuff is right there and all the DC stuff, I'm sorry, AC stuff's down here and the DC stuff's right here. Just 2 buttons to push and hold, about 3 seconds. There's your DC and your USB. So you don't have to turn it on and then hit the button here, hit the button here, hit the button here. Very, very simple. Very small, easy to use flashlight. That works for me. As far as utilitarian type device, this is definitely a good deal. So I will leave you a link down below. Check out the link. I'll give you more information when it goes live. I'm not sure that they're available for sale yet. I don't believe. I asked and I never got a reply back. So I'm sure they'll give me more information, and I'll definitely leave you a link to the site so you can bookmark it and remember it when you want to pick one up. Don't forget to check out our Amazon affiliate store down below, okay? Anything you want in that store that I use in the channel, you know, cookware, stoves, all that, solar generators, they're all in that store. But if you don't want to buy anything in that store, just click the link and shop as you normally would. Really does help us out a whole lot, bring you more cool gear. I primarily use all of my Amazon money to go back into the channel to buy stuff cool, you know, to show you. So definitely check that out. We have our freeze-dried wholesaler link. Now, you guys saw my video the other day on that spice pack. Freeze-dried Wholesalers is getting everything back in stock. They're working hard, and they're still working hard, but they're slowly getting everything caught up and back in stock again. Before another emergency hits, get your food, because we see how quickly one little panic can clear stores out, clear online sources out of everything. So check them out down there. My link will give you 15%. No code needed. Shop as you want. Put everything in your cart. Go to checkout. There's my code. You'll see it. There's my discount. You'll see right on your checkout page. Below that, our My Patriot Supply link. Preparewithiridium.com. Preparewithiridium.com. $200 off a 3-month kit. Bunches of other stuff on there. We do have some 2-week kits and 4-week kits as well. So a little bit more affordable. You can stock up slowly. And below that is our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store. I thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Stay safe and stay prepared.